Hey guys, hi, this is Deepak here, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the various critical features that are offered by this AWS technology, namely Cloud Front. So let's get going in it. Let us understand what the Cloud Front as a service, what it offers. So let's get going. So CloudFront is basically part of the Content Delivery Network framework or the CDN framework, which we just talked in the earlier video, where I explained what is the main purpose of using a content delivery network. So do check out that part. So basically, CloudFront offers you a lot of different services from health checks to a lot of different additional services. So let's understand. So CloudFront will allow you to basically ensure that you can return data based on the input path. Based on the input path that is given, you can return the response. So you can check the pattern of the input, and based on the pattern, you can say. So if in case you have a pattern like say, so this is your URL, and you have something like say some like I have a recipe website. So if this is my say my root path, okay, say like www some part like say I would say my website name is health tips. So after health tip, whenever it finds a recipe aspect, so if it finds the path as recipe, then for recipe it is going to connect to a set of target EC2 machines. Okay, so it is going to connect to this. But if it say it finds something like and say of shopping, so you want to buy something for your shopping, so you have in your website you have www.http healthline/shopping, then you want to go to and connect from another set of machines. So you want to have some sort of a set solution for this requirement, something. So for that purpose, for this, you can get the done results done using, you can get it done using the CloudFront. And so as I said, you can match check the patterns, and based on pattern, you can select the origin. You can use the information on the headers, right? So let us uh, let us see. So you can basically, as I said, you can select the origin based on the pattern. So when I say that you have, this is your pattern, like some slash recipe, this URL requirement like slash recipes, trying to get. So if I recipe is, if I pattern contains slash recipe after my root URL, then I want to get data from this S3 bucket location from this S3, or I want to connect to some other web server, that also you can do. So you can basically say you want to automatically select the origin based on the query string or the query parameters. So want to automatically select that, you can easily do so. And you can select the origin ID, which is part of the setup, give an ID. And you can say you want to, in that, when you select the source origin as an S3 bucket, you have some options. Like, do you want to update the bucket policies in S3 to ensure the permission is allowed for CloudFront to receive the content? So you have some options. So basically, at a high level, you can define the origins based on whatever is your whatever is the type of the query. All right, and you can basically, you have other options, like you can look at the header of the query of the HTTP request. So I think people who use internet, which almost everyone does, so knows any request contain many header information, like whether it is a get request or a put request or a post or a patch or an delete right, or options. So you have different type of you have different type of the uh, request types that you can specify, like get or put or delete. So based on that, each of these type of requests you can get the corresponding response. So say you can forward the request, you can forward the whatever request, you can forward it to the type of origin which will give you the result. So say a delete can be sent to one type of origin, a put can be sent to another web server. If your requirement is so, you can do so also. You can also set up the time to live TTLs, like how much amount of time, how much time you want the content, the request response to stay in your local edge location uh, before it expires, before the content expires in your edge location. So you can specify the catching, how much time you want to catch the results as well. And you want to also send the different type of solution based on the device. So you can detect the device, say like if it is a mobile or if it is like a laptop, like a machine or a mobile, and based on that, you want to transfer the request to different web servers. So you want to send different web servers based on the type of the device. So those options are also available here, and you can also specify whitelist, like specify which headers are allowed. So if you have something like a user enters something wrong, right? Like there's a website name here. So he puts www and say some other crap dot HTML. So he requests for something which does not exist. Some wrong is asking, something which is not available. If he does something of this type, such this happens, then you want to prevent such things. So you want to ensure this is not among the type of request that you can allow for your website. So you can control the whitelist also. And even the catching, the whatever catching you do, it can even be done for dynamic content. Like static content is stuff in the website which is always fixed, it doesn't change, right? Dynamic content is the content where you can get different results of the dynamic content. You can get can passively, if you send a request for a particular user ID, you're getting content for that user ID, like that, like that, like so. So you can get responses based on different inputs. So input parameters, based on parameters, you can get a responses. So that is called the dynamic content. So this is the based on different parameters you can get a request. So that is dynamic content. uh, Catching is also available. So you need to you have all these wonderful features. So this video has been a little long. The next video I'm going to cover even more concepts of the cloud front solution. So see you in the next one. Bye for now.